I believe God's people have been sleeping. They have been in a slumber. And it's not that they are not trying their best to be righteous. It's not that they don't hate what is evil, but they have been sleeping even whilst doing so. You see, and this reminds me of a church in the book of Revelation that Jesus himself, that Yeshua talked about. He talked about this church that he says in Revelation 2 verse 2, you cannot bear with those who are evil, but have tested those who call themselves apostles and are not, and found them to be false. So he's talking about a people who has discernment, but yet he says this, I know you are enduring patiently and bearing up for my name's sake, and you have not grown weary. But I have this against you, you have abandoned the love you had at first. Remember therefore from where you have fallen, repent and do the works you did at first. If not, I will come to you and remove your lampstand from its place unless you repent. Remember from where you have fallen, he says. He says, look back to your past. Look back to when you first came to Christ. Look back to the fiery passion within you. Look back to the love you had for God. Look back to the love you had to see people come and meet him just the way you did. You had a simple, pure love that was not, you did not know a lot. You did not have a lot of knowledge. You had a lot to learn still, but you had a simple love for God, and you just wanted God's people to experience him. And God is saying that is where you were, and you have actually fallen from there. You see, we think, oh, we grow in knowledge, we learn more new things. You know, we've done so many Bible studies since way back when we became a believer, so we feel like we've matured. But God says, for many of us, it's actually that we have fallen from where we were. We have lost ground with the enemy because we have allowed him to pacify us from where we were. We were on fire. Even though we didn't have it all figured out, we were on fire. But then the enemy came and he pacified us into this place where, yeah, we have a lot of knowledge, and I love knowledge. Knowledge is powerful, but knowledge puffs up and pride becomes so incompatible with the Spirit of God. And so, brothers and sisters, my question to you today is, if tonight was your night, if tonight was the night that was your last, the night that you would pass away in your sleep, and God forbid, but that's the reality. Millions of people will be dying tonight around the world. And if you would be that person and you would stand before God, what will the reality of your life opened up before him be? Will you feel regret? Will you feel, man, I blew it. I had the knowledge, and what did I do with it? Or will you feel like, wow, God has come to me, he has approached me, he has shown me his Spirit, he's shown me his truth, he's shown me all the gifts that many people didn't see. And yet, Lord, I did everything I could with it. I ran, I proclaimed it. I showed the world your love because you, Lord, were my first love. You've always been my love, and I've never lost sight of you.